Good morning and guten Morgen. This is my first time in Berlin and I'm really delighted and honoured to be part of this fantastic meeting today because within the next hour we are going to change everything. Just more than that. Now, I'm Chief Executive of an organisation called Women in Film and TV. We've been around for a long time. The first Women in Film and Television opened in LA 40 years ago this year. We are much younger, we're only 24 this year. And what I'm hoping is, as a result of today, there will be more and more fantastic networks opening up for women all around the world, and that we will communicate with each other through the fantastic thing called the internet. And remember, when Women in Film set up 40 years ago, and when we set up 24 years ago, there was no internet. So you guys have got it lucky. Now, you know who I am. I'd like to know who you are. Could you raise your hand if you're a director? Hey, fantastic. Producer? Yeah. If you run a festival? And what else do you do? Writers? Oh, a lot of writers too. Well, that's great. We've got a fantastic group of women locked in this room for an hour until we sort everything out. Now, cinematographers. 3, 4. I think that speaks for itself. Actresses. 2, 4. Only 6. Costume. Where are you, costume? 1 for costume. Yes. Would you like to call out if you do something different? Sound. Where are they? Do you know, we've only got about 2 sound recorders in the UK and we have 1,100 members. Where are the women in sound? Anyway, I want to tell you about how we're going to run the next bit. What we're going to have is, we're going to look, first of all, at a case study where Francine is going to talk to us about the stats for Europe. Then we're going to look at best practice from who else but the Swedes. And then we're going to have a panel looking at the most recent networks that have just started. And then we're going to have a big discussion. Before we do anything else, I would like to read a little bit from a fantastic woman who I met in Edinburgh, but who is in fact Spanish. And her name is Ithiar Boulain. She has won Goya. She is an absolutely brilliant filmmaker, and she's married to a Scotsman. You know, how lucky can one woman be? And what she's got to say is actually quite serious. In Spain, only 7% of directors are women. Around the world, it is virtually the same story, and in many countries even worse. Could we imagine a world where less than 1/10 of the films were written or directed by men? Films create models and portray our societies. They can be a witness to our times. How can we let it be half told? And how can we call it diverse or even representative? How can we miss out on so much richness? The big question is how to change this and invigorate this wonderful medium in which we have the privilege to work, and that's Ithiar Boulain. Now, before we go any further, I believe, am I right, Betty, that we're going to see a magnificent film about a man. It's one of my favourite films, and if we run it, I think you will see why.
Uh-huh.